It's easy to overlook Green Cove Springs. I mean, the name itself sounds like the title of a Hallmark movie set in a town built entirely of porch swings and sweet tea. But don't let the small town charm fool you. This place is stacked with history, character, and more than a few surprises. Tucked along the western bank of the St. Johns River in Clay County, about 45 minutes from Jacksonville, Green Cove Springs is the kind of town you pass through unless you know better. And today, you know better. Once called the Saratoga of the South, Green Cove Springs was the spa destination in Florida before Spa Day involved essential oils and Instagram hashtags. People traveled here for its mineral-rich spring water, its climate, and that magical southern ability to turn suffering into storytelling. Now, it's a town in transition, a little retro, a little restless, and absolutely worth your time. So whether you're here for an hour, a day, or until the mosquitoes carry you off, here's everything you need to see, do, and photograph. If you're tired of downtowns that seem like copy-paste versions of themselves, welcome to a place with a little more bite. Downtown Green Cove Springs is compact, yes, but it has personality. There's the small-town coffee shop called Spring Park Coffee, where the iced lattes come with free town gossip. Originally opened in the 1930s, the Clay Theater was the place to be. Sailors from the nearby Naval Air Station would flock to this Art Deco gem on weekends, lining the streets in their crisp white uniforms, eager for a night of cinematic escape. Today, the Clay Theater is a sought-after venue for weddings and other special events. And let's talk about the murals. Yes, this tiny town has a public art game. You'll find a handful around town with nods to the area's heritage, modern-day patriots, and nature. You won't need an Uber, you won't need a map, you just start walking and let the town reveal itself like a good Southern novel, slow, layered, and slightly eccentric. Welcome to Spring Park, Green Cove Springs' crown jewel, and the town's answer to the question, what if Serenity had a zip code? Nestled along the western bank of the St. Johns River, Spring Park is a verdant expanse where ancient live oaks draped in Spanish moss provide a canopy for picnics, playdates, and the occasional existential contemplation. At the heart of the park lies the namesake spring, a third-magnitude marvel gushing over 1,300 gallons per minute at a constant 77 degrees. This natural flow feeds into a spring-fed municipal pool, offering swimmers a chance to immerse themselves in history, literally. It's like Mother Nature's own infinity pool, minus the pretentious Instagram influencers. Just a stone's throw away, the city pier extends 500 feet into the St. Johns River, a wooden promenade offering panoramic views, fishing opportunities, and a gentle reminder that sometimes the best way to connect is to disconnect. Equipped with 12 floating boat slips, the pier welcomes transient boaters on a first-come, first-served basis. While power and water services are currently undergoing restoration post-Hurricane Helene, the slips remain accessible for those seeking a nautical pit stop. Whether you're casting a line, docking your vessel, or simply soaking in the river breeze, the city pier is where Green Cove Springs invites you to pause, breathe, and perhaps ponder the meaning of life, or at least your next meal. If these walls could talk, they'd have a southern drawl and a liturgical calendar. St. Mary's Episcopal Church, built in the 1870s, is the oldest church in continuous use in Green Cove Springs, and a visual stunner with its wooden carpenter Gothic architecture, red doors, and stained glass that glows like a sermon in sunshine. It's still an active parish, but it also seems like a living museum, a rare, quiet reminder of how long people have been gathering here. Whether you're religious or just spiritually curious, it's worth stepping inside. Just be respectful. This isn't a photo op. It's a piece of the town's soul. You're driving along a sleepy stretch of road in small-town Florida thinking about lunch, and then boom, a space shuttle external fuel tank appears like some kind of NASA fever dream. No, it's not a movie prop, it's a genuine leftover from the space shuttle program, now standing as an open-air relic in Reynolds Industrial Park, aka the former Green Cove Springs Naval Base. It's enormous, it's unexpected, and it's absolutely not what you thought you'd find next door to the Green Cove Springs Marina. There's no admission, no fancy signage, just a testament to Florida's bizarre ability to be both space-age and swampy at the same time. In most towns, the old courthouse is just that, old. Maybe a few dusty records, maybe a squirrel living in the bell tower. But here in Green Cove Springs, the courthouse is alive, and it's telling stories. Housed inside the 1890 courthouse annex is the Clay County Historical Museum, a walk-through time capsule of Florida's weird, wonderful past. Operated by the Clay County Historical Society since 1975, this museum is part of the so-called Historic Triangle, which includes the courthouse, the old jail, and the Archives Center. Translation: there are layers here. Inside, you'll find a recreated country store, a vintage kitchen setup, and music and doll room that somehow manages to be charming and slightly haunted, and a fully restored bank vault. There's even a train section complete with a red caboose, signal lanterns, and enough metal artifacts to make your local HOA deeply uncomfortable. It's open to the public every Sunday from 2 to 5 because here in Green Cove Springs, history takes the afternoon shift. About 10 minutes from downtown Green Cove Springs sits Penney Farms. This place you've probably never heard of is actually the utopian retirement community founded by retail mogul J.C. Penney in the 1920s. Penney envisioned a planned agricultural community rooted in Christian values and cooperative living. The idea? Give retired ministers and missionaries a place to live, farm, and serve well into their golden years. While the farming co-op side of things didn't pan out long-term, the Penney retirement community is still very much in existence. It's known for its stunning chapel, peaceful walkability, and residents with more life experience than an entire season of 60 Minutes. Green Cove Springs isn't flashy. It's not trying to be the next St. Augustine or Fernandina Beach, but that's exactly why you should visit. Come for the spring-fed park and the river views. Stay for the surprising history, the murals, and the bridge that's currently being replaced, and the people who will tell you exactly what they think. Bless your heart. There are Airbnbs around town, a couple of modest motels, and just enough infrastructure to keep you fed, caffeinated, and somewhat navigated. It's the perfect day trip from Jacksonville, a detour from St. Augustine, or even a low-key overnight getaway for people who want charm over crowds and character over kitsch. So pack a camera, leave the itinerary loose, and give this town a few hours to surprise you.